Well, love of football, I think we derived it from our father. He used to play football back in South Africa. And from an early age, ever since we could kick a ball, we were into soccer.
My father was Britz Modise. He was a winger. Also played for Black Africa here, short span, then moved into business.
Soccer. Yeah. We did coaching clinic. We played for the school team, Delta. We played SKW. We played for Ramblers. So I think the love was there since birth, we should say.
Well, back then, we mostly did not have what the small guys have now. Regarding now leagues, we normally played school soccer, which is what we were playing back in nowadays. We got the offer when we were 15 to play for Invincibles. They scouted us from a school league, and that's how we grew into it. We did a lot of school soccer. After that, when we went to club soccer, that's when club soccer really kicked off. Our passion was already evident to the coaches that invited us for trials. We made it, and ever since then we started playing club football. We played for five years for Invincibles, then moved on to Ramblers. Before moving to Ramblers, we also did a short span with Arcadia for second division, and we moved to Ramblers first division. The season they sold status and went down. That's the same season we went to Ramblers.
We always played for the same team. I think there was a connection. The coaches would see. It's the funny thing is, I started as a winger. He was a striker, and I would normally only look for him. And I moved back to right back because there was a day our right back was not there, and the coach asked if I can play there. And ever since then, I've been in defense, the back line, playing right back. Made it to Ramblers, and yeah, I think that's about it in terms of positions. And we've always played for the same club. We've never been apart. I would say we were dangerous. We were quite fast. We bagged a lot of goals. The connection between me and him, I think, was inseparable. And I think that brought benefits to most teams that had us on their team. And it was fun. Nowadays, I think it's a bit, the league, I think it's not that competitive back in the days. You used to thrive on it. A derby was filled up at our level. People were passionate, and even though there was no big sponsors, the opportunities these boys have now, I think the league organizers are doing a really good job in terms of exposure for these young men.
I saw myself not going into the professionalism of football because school then became a factor, and as we know, our parents, they would tell you that soccer must be second and school must go first. Hence that, the financial support was not there for the leagues we were playing for now, but now it's stronger, it's growing. So I went into coaching, and that's where I saw even that the passion is really there. So I am a full-time coach as well, and I am also a finance assistant.
Apart from being a league administrator for Hopesville, I'm studying law. It's my final year in law school with the UNAM, the LLB. On top of it, I still play futsal, new league. I think passion derived from that, because the time I spend there is quite good, suits my time space in terms of books, in terms of helping with Hope Soul, in terms of just being free. And it's not, at the moment, it's not that competitive, but I think with where we are going, I think I found a new love for football in futsal.
Being coach, it's a different ball game. You learn a lot. You have to learn every day. You learn on your feet. When you are given such a big opportunity to coach a nation, it's difficult. You tend to go for people you trust, people that you know have been plowing the sports for a while, and then you then start forming a team, a unit, and that's just how it is. And we had trials, and so you see, in some positions, some aspects, yes, he did do well, so that's why he was selected. It's not to say that it's because of my brother, no. Because futsal is also a new sport, growing, but he is also still talented in that aspect. So when someone has the talent and you see something in someone, you don't have any other given but to select a person.
I must say it was one of the best, if not the highlights in generally football for myself. Sacrificing so much for football since a young age to get the opportunity just now in futsal. I think for me it was a memorable occasion, and I'll always treasure it. And I think the only thing we can say is we put the team and the country and everyone, the futsal nation, Namibia as a whole, on the map.
First of all, but the initiative that Hope Soul has brought and the platform it's giving the youngsters already at the ages of 7 till under 19, it's immense for me. I feel it's the good way, it's the right way to go with football, especially grassroots football. I must say, most of the boys might not make it to national teams or the top clubs, but at least they will have something to cherish to one day show their little ones or family members on TV or on YouTube. We did not have that, but I must say I applaud Hope Soul and everyone behind it. I will always be willing to help where I can if I have the time, and I will always avail myself for Cynthia Balza, as I said, because we have come a long way. It's our soccer mom, but I must really, really applaud all the investors and the initiative of Hope Soul. It's something that we wish we would have had back in the days, because as he said, exposure is needed. With football, you need a bit of that. You need your portfolios, your CVs, and evidence of you playing and how you've been playing and where you've been playing. So I wish we could have many more of such initiatives. Football can only grow. It's a thing of us working collectively, getting the right investors, and showing the investors that really this is a platform that they can invest in and grow our nation. We are a sporting country. I mean, we have been in Morocco also, had a few talks with big people. They do see Namibians as athletes which have a lot of energy. But then I think is again, we are a bit behind with the style of play, the coaching, and some countries are already 20, 30 years advanced. But, we remain brave. We are warriors for a reason. And we take our lessons and go back to the drawing board.
Unfortunately, unlike him, I've been there. I came into Hope Soul the second year of Hope Soul. I got a call from Cynthia. Already, for me, like he said, it's a football mom, and I think we can't say no to her. On top of that, I'd also like to say thank you for her giving us a football dad in Colin Benjamin again, and for the whole team of Hope Soul. Ever since the days I was there, to bring it up to this level. I mean, a lot of work has been done behind the scenes. I think we can see it's reaping rewards. For the boys, I would like to say they should keep on doing it. I mean, when we were playing, we didn't have the Hope Soul League. I even forgot what the league was, but we never once were shown on TV. This is, like he said, an opportunity for all of them to showcase their talent. And that is mainly thanks to Hope Soul and MTC and MBC also. So I think to sum this up, it shows that there's a love for football. There's a love for the investment is there, and very soon we will be having Peter coming out of here or somewhere, and I think then we will say thank you to Hope Soul, to the sponsors, to everybody that made it possible for these young men to showcase their talent and to be seen, just not from a late age but from their early ages, because it is not only the under 19s that are being televised, it's from, like you said, from the youth. And I think there is a good initiative from the brand, and I think the brand can only get stronger. It has been going strong, and I think everything is with God's time and God's grace, and I really do applaud everybody involved in this project and that is trusting in this project. And I think the players and the kids at large are also thankful and happy to see themselves on TV. And when they go back, they can always talk about it and say, did you see what, or whatever. We didn't have that. So I think for me to be part of it, and for my brother as well, coming from a football background, I think it's immense. And I do applaud everyone once again. And I can only say we can only grow bigger and better and more professional.